Welcome to electronic accounting class. This is the 7th module, and we'll be talking about payroll processing and employee management. Payroll processing and employee management. And we'll be talking about introduction to payroll in accounting system, setting up employee profile. We'll also look into the payroll calculation methods that we have. We also look into the automating payroll in QuickBooks, Xero, and Sage. And finally, we will look into generating payroll reports and statutory compliance as per tax and pensions. And payroll in accounting system is the structured process of calculating, mapping, and disbursing employee pension using specialized software. And it encompasses recording works hours, calculating gross and net salaries, applying statutory deductions, and also ensuring timely payments. And as per modern payroll, it has shifted from manual bookkeeping to electronic system that automates complex calculation and maintain accurate records. And the platforms that are being used like QuickBooks, Xero, and Sage integrates payroll with other financial modules and enhancing efficiency, reducing error, and securing sensitive employee data. And this strategic function supports both regulatory compliance and organizational success. In setting up an employee profile as per the payroll, which is very, very important, and that's one of the stages that is very, very essential here before we talk about payroll. And setting up employee profile is a foundational step for efficient payroll and accurate record keeping. And a profile is a digital file containing personal employment and financial details essential for payroll processing, compliance, and HR management. And in doing that, you will actually need to fill in the personal information. In setting up employee profile, there is need for personal information like the full name, the date of birth, the contact address, marital status, emergency contact, which can be next of kin or so. So that's about the personal information. Also, there is need for employment details, and these include the job title, the department, hire date, employee type, work location, and some other details that may come in. Another information that is necessary is the payroll and tax information, and this deals with the salary structure, the basic pay, allowances, deductions, and the TIN and pension details also. And lastly, the bank and payment details is also important in setting up employee profile. And for bank, this is bank account number for direct salary payments or some other allowance as it may come. Now, in talking about the best practice for employee profile, what are the necessary practices that are very essential when we talk about employee profile? The first is the data accuracy. That is, you need to learn to verify all submitted information and documents to know whether they are true, they are accurate before entering it. Another another practice is that of the confidentiality. It talks about maintaining in line with data protection law. And also we have there is need for regular updates, which is another best practice for employee profile. That is, you update profile for changes in employee details, the salary or regulations. And lastly is the standardization. That is, use consistent naming conventions and data formatting. Now we move to the payroll calculation method. When we talk about the payroll calculation method, this is actually an electronic accounting system like QuickBooks, Xero, and Sage automate payroll calculation by integrating employee data, the pay structure, and the statutory requirements and company policy in order to formulate this. And in talking about that, we have essential components, uh, which are the basic pay, and this is a fixed salary or wage automatically computed based on rates and periods of pay. And we also have the overtime. Overtime is hour work beyond standard, and they are paid, they attract higher rates, and they attract and calculated automatically. So if you work extra time, overtime, you are expected to, maybe you are expected to leave work around 4 and you extend it till around 6 or 7 because you are working on a particular assignment, you are being paid for overtime. And as such, it also makes up the calculation of payroll. And also we have the deduction. The deduction is the amount subtracted from the gross pay, and this can be statutory, voluntary, it can be taxes, can be deductions from maybe contributions you made, dues, and some other things like that. These are deductions. And also we have the benefits and allowance. For this, these are additional compensation as it pertains to maybe housing, transportation, bonuses, like you also have the likes of utility and some other children allowances or education allowances that can come as such, and they are added based on predefined rules. Automating payroll with QuickBook, and QuickBooks offer a comprehensive payroll automation model for small to medium-sized business, simplifying employees' payments, deduction, and statutory compliance. And key features of this, as per QuickBooks, is that uh, it allows for employee data integration. It also allows for automated calculation. Also, it entails direct deposit. It shows direct deposit, and also it allows for tax filing. It um, allows for tax filing compliance. That is, it complies with tax filing. Also, it gives room for self-service portal. There is an opportunity for self-service portal. And in setting up this process, the following are very, very important. The first is company payroll information. You need to set up the company payroll information. And also, the next is the employee profile. When you finish the company payroll information, you move on to the employee profile, where you'll be able to fill, just like we've said in the previous slide, where we talk about employee profile, setting up an employee profile. And then next, you enter the pay items as they come in terms of the basic pay, the overtime, the deductions, the allowances and bonuses that we've talked about. And lastly, the deductions and contributions that are necessary are taken into consideration as such. And QuickBook integrates with time tracking tools, ensuring statutory compliance, and supports direct deposits, providing detailed payroll reports and secure data handling. For Xero, automating payroll with Xero, it actually provides a fully integrated cloud-based payroll system, streamlining salary processing, tax compliance, and employee management for businesses. And for this, key features include it's known for its smart scheduling and time tracking. Also, it allows for automated salary calculation. Also, it has a feature of tax and compliance management. Also, it has key features as it pertains to employee self-management via Zero Mayhap. And lastly, it provides a multi-currency support system for an organization. And the benefit of this is that it results in time saving, it saves time. and also it leads to improved accuracy, compliance to regulatory bodies as it comes or as it's been laid down, and also there is an access to real-time. It provides a real-time access, and lastly, it ensures data security. Data are kept secured, and Zero integrates seamlessly with accounting modules, HR software, and tax authority, enhancing efficiency and transparency. We also look into the automating payroll with Sage, and for Sage, it offers various payroll solutions as it's including Sage Business Cloud Payroll, the Sage 50 Payroll, the Sage 8 HR, and these are to simplify and automate employees' payments, tax compliance, and record keeping. And key features is that it's known for its customizable pay run, also the auto enrollment for pension features. It also have a feature of accurate statutory deduction, and also it's another feature is the pay slip and reporting automation that it has. And lastly, the integration with each HR. That's the ability to integrate with the HR as such. And the advantages of this for Sage is it brings about a streamlined employee data management. Also, it leads to automated payroll calculation. Also, it ensures tax compliance and reporting. And also, it helps in direct bank payment. And lastly, it provides avenue for employee self-service portals. And Sage Cloud-based system ensures secure, accessible payroll management, reducing manual work and integrating seamlessly into the broader accounting framework. Lastly, we look at the overall advantages of payroll automation. And when we look at this, we've actually said it, and I will just touch it briefly. And the first is that it leads to accuracy. Also, it ensures time efficiency as it cuts payroll processing time. Also, it aids regulatory compliance, that is, it keeps payroll aligned with the latest labor and tax law. Also, it ensures data security by protecting sensitive employee and payroll information with encryption. And lastly, it ensures integration. It helps in integration, that is the synchronization of payroll with other accounting functions for real-time financial insights. And you see that electronic accounting is a strategic necessity for organization aiming to thrive in today's dynamic and technological business, and as it pertains to payroll. In conclusion, electronic accounting has become an indispensable tool in modern financial management, offering organization the ability to process, store, and analyze financial data with speed, accuracy, and reliability. And by integrating advanced software solution, appropriate hardware, and skilled personnel, it enables businesses to streamline operation, enhance transparency, and improve decision making. While challenges such as high initial cost, continuous staff training, and cybersecurity threat may arise, the long-term benefits include increased operational efficiency, regulatory compliance, and competitive advantage significantly outweighs this drawback. And consequently, the adoption of electronic accounting system is not merely an option, but a strategic necessity for organizations aiming to thrive in today's dynamic and technology-driven business environment. Thank you.